championship begins with one small step. It starts with the effort you bring. Whether you win or lose, what matters is that you have a common goal. And to reach that goal, it takes a united team acting as one. We come together to witness these heroes of the hardwood pour their heart and soul onto the court. NEPAbasketball.com presents University of Scranton basketball on MyTV.
And pleasant good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the John Long Center in Scranton, Lackawanna County. This afternoon, it's a landmark conference clash between Catholic University and the number 3 ranked University of Scranton Lady Royals. Our national anthem. Hey, once again, it's Bob Hyde, Coach John Bucci from NEPAbasketball.com. A good game today, 39th meeting between the two teams. Coach, 28-1 by the University of Scranton. Still a pretty good rivalry, though.
Yeah, since both teams joined in the landmark, it's usually come down to those two teams who's going to be the winner in the landmark and advance into the national championship tournament.
Let's check in now with our spotlight players, brought to you by the UPS store. Catholics won 5 of 6 games. Need a big game today from Sydney Poindexter.
Yeah, Sydney's a solid inside post player. She can score the basket, but her biggest thing is she defends the basket so they can run that little trap half-court defense, that zone defense.
Scranton, a little bit of a setback the other night. Bridget Mann twisted her ankle on this play right here. She stayed down the court for a little bit. Tried to go after that. Leading scorer, All-American. She's going to be missed today. They'll need a good game, though, from Mackenzie Mason.
Yeah, our spotlight player of the game is Mackenzie Mason. She's really an outstanding triple threat player. She can shoot from the outside, score inside. She's a solid defender, but they're going to need her to do more than she's normally done.
Let's check in now with our keys to the game. First for Catholic coach.
They need to turn Scranton over using their aggressive zone and man defense, and they need to use their size to post up Scranton's smaller guards.
And for the Lady Royals.
Lady Royals need good ball movement, good shots against the zone. Rebounding, they need to be one and done. They can't allow Catholic to have offensive rebounds.
Well, both teams are on the court. The lineups are ready to go, and we're ready for action here at the John Long Center. It's Catholic and University of Scranton coming up next.
NEPAbasketball.com presents University of Scranton basketball on MyTV.
Here are your starting lineups for Catholic. Won their first conference game the other night. It'll be Reynolds and Smith at the guards. Stafford, Poindexter, and Mamula, your forwards. University of Scranton, undefeated in landmark play. The forward will be Rockapera, and then they have 3 guards in there, Mason, Gammo, or Haftic, and Sheehan. So your starting lineups today for both teams. We're set to get underway. What do you want to see early on, Coach?
What I'd like to see is tempo created. How Scranton is going to attack the pressure that they're going to see. And for Catholic, they want to establish that tempo and get the ball going up and down the floor.
Tip control by the Lady Royals. Averaging 70 points a game this season.
Catholic in a 2-3 zone, and they come out right away and trap it. Good pitch by Mason at the top. One more swing, they would have had her in the corner. With the steal, Mamula pitch ahead, but it's stolen by Waferic, who cannot save it. It's going to be Catholic's ball on the side.
So Catholic will get the ball. There's your referees this afternoon, Bill Gross, Lamar Diamond, and Michael Kuhn. First game of a doubleheader. The men will come up after. We'll have that right here on my TV WQMY as well. So here's Catholic. They average 60 points a game.
Scranton straight man-to-man.
Megan Stafford shot no good.
Good rebound by Recupero. She gets it out.
Coming back. No foul call as Mamula tried to take it all the way.
Yeah, good play by Recupero to stay up and down. That's going to be key for University of Scranton. They have a shorter bench today without Bridget. They need the girl. They need man. I'm sorry. They need Recupero, Mason, and Sheehan to stay out of foul trouble.
That was Mason. They get it back outside.
That's a
big
big
three by Emily Sheehan.
Emily Sheehan has improved in three-point shooting the last couple of years. She's becoming more of an offensive threat, and that's a good find by Mason to kick it out.
Big three for Sheehan. Lady Royals coming back the other way. Gamble looking
Swing
inside.
It, one more.
Almost a walk there by Mackenzie Mason. It will remain Lady Royals ball underneath. That was a 20-3 by Emily Sheehan this year.
Little box set on the inbounds. A little high-low action. Good defense by Mamula. She really worked to get around. She used her speed rather than her size to get around Recupero. Recupero is the biggest girl on the floor, but Catholic's overall height is bigger than the University of Scranton.
10-minute quarters in college women's basketball.
They really extend this 1-2-2 zone. They're going to throw harder passes than that. Catholic, again, they like to extend the zone. They like to trap. They're very aggressive out of it.
So Catholic has the ball. Down 3-0, under 8 to play in the first quarter.
Again, straight man-to-man. They're going to front the post.
Mamula's shot no good.
Good rebound by Recupero.
Lady Royals will push if they have the numbers. They didn't dare.
They're always going to run the ball up the floor. If they don't have numbers, then they're going to set it up. Anytime they go under 15 seconds, they'll run their horns action. Good take by Mason. That's where she plays well. She plays well in the high post as a passer and a scorer. And that's where they need to find her with the ball. See, there's the post up we talked about in the keys of the game. They're going to try to post up the smaller Scranton guards. See, that Recupero's the only post player on the board rebounding for Scranton. Everyone else is not looking offensive rebound. Good skip pass over to Sheehan. Good entry to there. There's Mason in the high post again.
So the Cardinals facing a 5-0 deficit, haven't scored since the opening. That's thrown on the rim by Smith.
If you notice, Catholic will have the bigger girls up top in the zone. They actually have a smaller girl in the back row, and that's not a good look there. They need to be patient. They're going to get that if they just show some patience. Sydney Poindexter making a real good thing on defense there. Good play.
So the Cardinals will set it up. Mamula outside, gets rid of it. Good defense, under 5.
Wow, no charge there. Nice
Graphic.
pass.
Gamma couldn't control, but should go to the line.
Great job by Lily leading the break. She makes a good pass over to Gammo. Gammo gets fouled. She's going to be shooting 2.
There's Coach Matt Donahue from Catholic, his 11th season overall. 89 wins in that span. It's Gamble at the line. And well, first substitutions of the afternoon. For the Lady Royals. Looks like Danielle McCurdy steps in, number 40.
Yeah, she usually subs for Recupero. She's a really athletic freshman who's come into the program and has done a really, really good job. Hannah Kowalski, our local product from Abington Heights. She goes in at point guard for Orhafik, and Taylor Rodriguez comes in and she replaces Ava Gammo.
Catholic's still trying to get on the board. That's a big 3.
Megan Stafford hits the 3. Little drive and pitch.
This is Kowalski, as Coach mentioned, from Abington Heights. At 14 this year against Kings. They give it back to her.
Good skip to Sheehan. Good decision. Got a little better pass, lead to a shot.
Kowalski downtown, got it.
As long as you move the ball side to side against this trapping zone, you're going to see some success. You beat it by skipping the ball and throwing the ball at a high post, and Scranton has done that a couple times.
Knocked out of bounds. Kowalski's 6'3" on the year. You think would bridge it down that maybe she has to step up a little bit. Where are those points going to come from today for the Lady Royals?
You're going to come from, again, a lot of different spots. We'll talk about that. Are we staying here? Or?
No, we're going to take a break. 9-3, 6-point lead for the Lady Royals. 4:45 left in the first. Don't forget to stop back at NEPAbasketball.com for scores and stories and all of the local basketball games on both the high school and college levels. Make NEPAbasketball.com part of your daily routine for following the entire season of local high school and college basketball. Check out scores, schedules, rankings, roundups, game stories, players of the week, and other features. Visit NEPAbasketball.com often. Well, the Lady Royals with a 6-point lead. So far, they're 3 of 5 for field goals and 2 of 4 from three-point range.
Yeah, they're shooting the ball well. They're getting good decisions. Get rid of a couple of those turnovers. But they're really doing it at the defensive end like they always do. Their defense is underappreciated.
Also doing on the rebounding edge. They have 6 now.
Right.
Advantage.
Again, that was one of our keys to the game, was one and done, and they've been able to do that.
Mason, no good. Comes Catholic back the other way.
They got to pick up in transition now. Last time they lost one of the shooters, and they stayed with it this time.
Trying to get it inside the Poindexter.
Yeah, tough move, good box out. And they're running. Someone's got to fill the lane out here on the left.
Kowalski all the way.
She's got to finish that with her left hand. I'd love to see her go up with her left and finish that right and coming back to her right.
Mamula almost walked.
Yep. Little screen roll action. They come underneath.
Back out to Poindexter. She can't get it to go.
Right,
so
you can't give them a chance to offensive rebound. Oh.
Offensive foul going to be called.
Yep. Called a hook on that.
Yep, on Reynolds.
Yep.
Her first, team second. There is Trevor Woodruff, 4th season and close to 100 wins for Coach, 98 counting.
It's crazy how successful he's been here after a successful career at Lackawanna College and then at Misericordia University. He's done a tremendous job, probably one of the best coaches in the area.
Poindexter foul way far from the basket.
Yeah. Catholic right now is man-to-man, but if you saw that, I don't know if the replay, but if you saw that, they're going to trap ball screens. So that was a ball screen that Poindexter came out and trapped. So again, they play a lot of different defenses. It seems like they're going to change their defenses after timeouts. So if we see a ball screen here, let's see if they double it again.
In the corner, no good by Rodriguez. Catholic with a chance to cut back into this Scranton lead in the first quarter. Catholic shooting 27% on the year from three-point range.
They're really trying to establish Mamula inside. All good play by Poindexter, just can't finish.
Another rebound for the Royals. Have a good advantage
She's
there.
Got to be tighter with that dribble there. Nothing there.
Curry a little bit out of
good
control.
skip.
Sheehan high and wide and hit it.
She's really, really improved her three-point shooting. They have to make it. They really have to look to find her when she's open.
That's 2 today. She has 6.
She has 6 of the 12. But again, it all starts with defense and not giving up second shots. Good defense by Mason. The tough shot. Good, really, really good shot by Megan Stafford. I think she has all their points at this juncture. She has a 3 and a 2.
She does. You were correct. She has the 5, and
See,
it's taken away by Bukowski.
This is where they miss Bridget. They miss a second ball handler. This is where they miss Bridget.
Couple baskets by Catholic.
You got it. See, she can't. She's got to be tough with ball. She's got to get lower, and that's how physical Catholic's going to be.
Let's see what the call is. They're going to stay right here.
Yep. See, that's the 4th team foul already for Catholic. And in the girls' game, they play 5 per quarter. So next foul is 2 shots. It's not 1-on-1. So again, if you're Scranton, you would probably want to be a little bit more aggressive, trying to get to the foul line.
Stafford's first foul.
Did they call a shooting or on the floor? It's underneath.
It is underneath.
All right. Referees getting together and working it out.
So 1:44 left here in the first quarter.
Recupero and Gamble back. Oh, nice play by Mason.
Mason inside.
All right, she fakes like she's going to pass out. She drop steps to the rim and scores with a right hand. Again, right now Scranton has Catholic doubled up.
Couple buckets by Mason, and a foul going to go, looks like against.
All right, here's a big play. Sheehan's gone to the bench defensively. So, but actually, they just took Mamula out of the game, who's their leading scorer. Emily's been able to shut her down. So, again, she's taking a break, too, with Emily.
Reynolds, way off the mark.
That's why we're here for going underneath it. They need to get Recupero a touch here. They need to go high-low. There it is.
Recupero, the foul. She's going to go to the line, shooting 2.
Lily Warhafik has a great understanding of the game. Recupero comes back in. She hasn't had a touch. She takes to the wing, and they go. They love that high-low with her and Mason, and they immediately swing the ball to Mason, who had set up that high-low action. Lily Warhafik is your prototype point guard. She can score when she has to, but she knows how to keep everyone else involved. Recupero needs to go to the line and make these. After she means to make this.
Sarah O'Neill coming in for Catholic, 24. Recupero, 66% on the year. Can't get those 2 to go.
No.
We're going to get a tough foul on Gamma over the back.
Over the back. It's only the second team. Really not going to hurt.
Her first.
I'm waiting to see. At some point, I think you're going to see Scranton go to a zone. They're normally a man-to-man team. But I think as long as they stay out of foul trouble, I think he'll stay man-to-man. But I think at some point you may see a little zone action. They're switching all the guard screens. Any screen they're switching. Anything that's not a screen or rub, they're staying as is. Good help. She banks it in.
That's a big basket for Catholic. 4 of 16 this afternoon.
That was Maggie Rakowski. Good find by Warhafik.
Rodriguez.
And there's
great board by Recupero.
Yep. She's so big. She's real, and you know she's athletic. She moves people around. She gets rebounds.
O'Neill, no good.
And they're going to go for last shot. Normally they run, but coach wants to go last shot here. See how Warhafik changes speed? That's why she's a good point guard. She doesn't play the game at the same speed. Slows down, speeds up. There it is. She does a great job.
Boys looking to extend the lead.
Oh,
right into the hand of Recupero.
Fish that.
Might have a shot. They do have court. Way off the mark, but the Lady Royals come out on all cylinders, firing at a high level. They have a 16-9 lead after the first.
NEPAbasketball.com presents University of Scranton basketball on MyTV.
Back for the second quarter here at the John Long Center, and want to take a look at Scranton women's coach Trevor Woodruff. The man has set the bar very high for himself. Now in his 4th season as the Lady Royals head coach, he's won 3 conference titles. He's gotten to 3 Sweet 16s, and in those 3 seasons and counting, only 7 losses. This year, Trevor Woodruff is undefeated. So coming over to Scranton from Misericordia, where he already had a nice legacy carved out for himself, he's continuing it here with Scranton. At Misericordia in 11 seasons, 2 conference championships. So Scranton is very pleased with Trevor Woodruff, and he has the Scranton Lady Royals ranked number 3 in the country. Bob?
Thank you, Paul. Coach, what do you see after the first quarter in stats?
Well, you know, we talked about one of the keys of the game was keeping Catholic to 1 shot. They've taken 17 shot attempts. They've had 1 offensive rebound. They're 4 for 17 from the field. Emily Sheen's 2 for 2 for 3 for Scranton, but Mackenzie Mason and Recupero have 4 rebounds each at the defensive end. Stafford with a drive for another basket. All right, that's her 7th point of the game.
So the university's shooting 42% from the field, 33 of 8 from threes in that first quarter.
Nice move by
no good.
Warhafik. That's a tough over the back.
Going to go against the Lady Royals. Recupero her first foul, and here we'll look at this foul again.
Yeah, Warhafik with a tough shot in the lane. Recupero a little push in the back to get a rebound. She really didn't need to. She's so much taller. She just needs to play with her hands straight up. Another rebound. They got an outlet. They need to look up the floor.
Last meeting between these two teams, Lady Royals won a year ago in February, 62-43. Again, 39th meeting between the two teams.
Mason's out of the game right now, so they kind of lose a little bit of their high-low. I'm waiting to see how long she sits out.
Gonna get a lane violation. Recupero.
There's that matchup with Mamula and Sheehan.
And
Sheehan
Mamula's
takes
going to be,
the offensive.
with an elbow, pick up a foul. Her first. You talk about the physicality in the game. It's definitely relevant. Here you look at it again.
Here comes Mason in right away. The offense has been stagnant. There's the elbow to clear out. Emily Sheen's a defensive player by position. She's a position defensive player. She beats people to spots, and then they create the contact. She takes the charges.
Gamma. Mason off the mark, front of the rim.
A little short for Mason. Now they have a switch in the matchups.
Reynolds in the lane.
They should have a walk there.
The walk.
Yeah.
And now Catholic points in the paint. They have 8 of their 11 are in the paint.
Right, and that's expected because they are a bigger team.
So Poindexter comes back in for the Cardinals.
Right, Scranton has not scored yet this half. They've gone 2 minutes without scoring. Again, a Recupero touch, a Mason touch. They need to get something. They had a little high-low action they couldn't connect on. There's that high-low. There it is. And again, that's their bread and butter. They're going to go to that high-low every time.
So 4 for Recupero.
That's a good basket after not to scoring for 2 minutes.
She had 12 the other night against Moravian in 18 minutes, and a travel on Mamula.
Yeah, if you're Matt Denny, you may want to call a timeout. I know you have the TV timeout. You're going to wait, but you may want to call one and get people settled down here. Now Scranton made a defensive switch. Mackenzie Mason had Mamula that time.
7-0 the Royals at home this year. pretty good record. You want to win on your home floor.
Nice. Oh, what a play.
And good offensive board by Warhaftic.
Right, well, Cooper kept it alive. Warhaftic ended up grabbing it. They throw one more. Oh, good look.
Inside. Cooper fighting. Second chance points.
Well, Cooper gets at least 3 offensive rebounds a game because she misses her first shot. So she's a stat patter. There, they switched that.
A lot of oohs and ohs, but
Yeah.
this will go against the Royals.
That's a position foul. She ended up behind her. She might have got the ball, but she ended up behind her, so they called the foul.
That's her second.
Yeah, she blocks clean, but it's position foul. Now that hurts Scranton. You know, Hannah Kowalski's been sick. She only played, I think, 13 minutes the other night. Now Warhaftic gets her second, so she's got to go to the bench. So they got to play the next 6.5 minutes with Hannah at the point guard. And you're going to have to see Emily and Gambo and Mason actually step up and help out with the ball. Don't be surprised if Catholic really tries to pick up the tempo and pick up the full court pressure.
That's 5th point for Rakowski of the 12.
So her and Stafford have all the points.
That they do. Sheehan trying to look inside. Blocked away.
Spacing
Catholic
was
pushing.
not good on that half-court set.
Reynolds out to
Oh,
Rakowski.
that's gonna be
and
her
got on the
second.
floor. Recupero. Looks like she'll pick up that foul. That is her second.
And she's holding her. I don't know if her contact lens came out. It's good drive, penetration. There's the drive. And again, offensive. They were in position of offensive rebound.
So McCurdy will come in for Recupero. McCurdy, just a 6'1" freshman, though.
Yeah, she's really super athletic. She probably might be the most athletic person on the team. She runs the floor well. There's the post up. Mamula on Sheehan.
Oh, Momula.
She can't buy
Off
it
the
today.
mark.
See, there's the first time like I thought Kowalski changed his speed when she was dribbling. It wasn't just all the same speed.
Royals working around. Offensive foul, Gamma.
Yep.
Gamma picks up her second.
Right. Now that's not going to be bonus, but the next foul on Scranton, it's going to be bonus. It's going to be a 2-shot foul. There's the swing. Nice defense by Stafford. She moves her feet and gets there. All right. And again, the pressure is starting to wear on Scranton a little bit, and they need to really take care of the ball.
Catholic still 5 of 21 in the game, but still in it, down 8.
Another foul. So now it's going to be bonus. So they're bonus for the next 6 minutes. They're bonus for the next 6 minutes. So Scranton's really got to be smart on what they do here, how they play defense. You might see Coach Woodruff go to a zone. We talked about who he can't afford to lose. Where Warhaftic has 2. Recupero has 2. Sheehan has 1. So at some point you may see a zone here in the last 5 minutes of the second quarter. But as long as Catholic's not making foul shots, they can live with this.
1 of 2 for Mamula. Freshman doing a pretty good job on the free throw line this year. Gets her first point of the game. Lady Royals still lead by 7. They've led from the outset.
A little ball screen action.
Sheehan cut off.
It's Mason's time now. She's got to kind of take over this game. Struggled on that shot there. Nice
Poindexter running,
oh.
and we're going to get a travel.
Yep, just couldn't get it.
Nope.
It was a great catch, though. That was a tough pass. That was a great catch. She's pretty athletic. Maybe she just needs to come to a little jump stop rather than trying to dribble into it. There, see that? Yeah. Just come to a jump stop, then establish your dribble. But it's a pretty good catch.
6th turnover for Catholic here in the first half. We're in the second quarter here at the John Long Center, University of Scranton.
Oh, great play by Mason. She loves to go left and come back to her right, and that's a patented play by Mackenzie Mason. There it is. She dribbles to her left, comes back to her right, and kisses it off the glass. Big loss for Cooper going to bench her to 2 fouls. She has 6 points and 6 rebounds. She's been really able to keep them off the rebounding, offensive rebounding end of Catholic.
So Mason trying to complete the three-point play. Can't she? Has 6.
She's been struggling with her shot today. But again, I've seen this happen before. Then all of a sudden, she just starts making shots. They're really trying to establish Poindexter inside. McCurdy's doing a great job. Good defense.
And that will be kicked. And that will take us to our timeout. 4:45 left in the half. The Royals up 9.
NEPAbasketball.com presents University of Scranton basketball on MyTV.
It's our Maddock Agency, nationwide Maddock Agency marquee matchup. Luka Mamula, the freshman, Emily Sheehan, both have some points in this game.
Yeah, by far, they really tried to establish Luka inside. Emily's done a great job, even though she's at a height disadvantage. Emily made the 2 big threes early in the game. But again, her forte is her defense. She's become a better scorer. But Luka Mamula, being a freshman, is going to be a really talented player. The name might sound familiar to some of our football fans.
Eagles
out there.
fans especially.
Right, Eagles fans in particular. Her father was played for the Eagles, was
first round pick, Mike Mamula, linebacker.
Mamula. Yep, so. Are the Eagles still in the playoffs?
Yeah, they do play tomorrow night.
They play tomorrow night?
Yep.
Okay.
So, it is Catholic with the ball. Trailing in this game and just shooting 23%.
Nice move.
Poindexter will add
really
help with that.
Move. They ran a simple inbounds play, throw it in, cross screen for her, Poindexter to get her involved.
Averaging 9 a game. First 2 of the afternoon.
All right.
Sheehan from Dunmore in the corner. Again, the Lady Royals without their leading scorer, Bridget Mann, out with an ankle injury today.
They double everything in the post, whether Recupero's in or not. The ball's got to get kicked out and either shot quickly or swing the ball quickly. Scranton has an 18-13 rebounding edge with Recupero, and 6 in Mason with 5. Yeah, they hedge every screen. They're really aggressive defensively. Wow.
Almost a block as Rodriguez took it in.
Yeah, called a foul on
Got a foul. And we'll get it again.
Yeah, that's a good call. She came down on her, and that's what the referee said. She came down. So as you can see through the highlight, she did come down.
So that was Emily O'Connor who picked up the foul. At the line is Taylor Rodriguez out of New Jersey. She's a sophomore.
Yeah, Scranton's got to look at their foul shooting right now. It hasn't been good. In a close game like this, you need to make foul shots.
It's 74 as a team, 74%.
Right, but Mason has missed 2 today. Recupero's missed 1. Rodriguez just missed 1 there. So you need to make foul shots when you're putting on the line and giving that opportunity. It looks like Scranton has picked up their physicality a little bit.
Another foul and
another
inside
bonus
player.
Opportunity.
Yep. So McCurdy's first.
Yep.
We'll go to the line for 2. That will be Emily O'Connor.
The ref in disbelief.
And Emily, 10 of 11 on the season.
They got a lefty on the line. So you don't want to foul in this bonus, because especially if you're leading, because now they're scoring without the clock running. It's the worst thing you can do, especially she was going away from the basket. She wasn't going to the basket to score. When the foul's an art. It's an art form. And when not to foul is an art form. Glenn Rodriguez handled the ball a little bit here, trying to get Kowalski to leave some of that pressure. I think this is the lineup coach will finish with, because everyone on the bench has fouls, except Gamble could come in at some point.
Rodriguez blocked away.
Yep, again.
Catholic
Someone
trying to cut into
stop
the lead.
Ball.
Stafford,
yep.
Offensive foul.
Emily does such a great job. That's, again, a position. She plays defensive position. Here she comes. If you see, she reads it, boom, gets there, okay? And that's the one thing. That's her second offensive foul she's taken today. But you really need you need a bucket here. They got to run something to get Mason a shot here. Watch for some kind of high-low at McCurdy and Mason.
Kowski on the freshman, Kowalski. They'll get it back out to her.
They should go to their horn set now. That's what they're going to do. They're going to go horns.
And they're going to call foul out in front on Kowalski here
Right.
first.
And as soon as you have hands on, it's a foul. That's the one thing, a point of emphasis through the college game.
That's the fifth. She'll
Right.
go to the line.
So now both teams are going. And, you know, Coach Donnie used to talking to his player. You can't have two hands on. So, again, you know, it's hard for the high school kids to come with the rules are a little bit different. You know, so, again, she'll get it as she goes forward.
So Hannah had 14 and high for her this year against King. She hits that second one. But she played pretty well coming out of Abington Heights.
She's played great. She's played really good. She's on playing a number 3 team in the country as a backup point guard. So she's had a great, so far it's been great for her. They got to get that loose ball.
Kowalski now will set it up. 10 on the shot clock. Jumper no good.
They could have got a better one than that.
Yep.
She needs to attack this. Look, skip. Look, skip.
Sheehan waiting on the other side. Can't find her.
They should go to horns here.
Good defense by Catholic on this possession. They're going to get hands again.
Yep. And see, that's right now, Coach Woodruff wants to run that shot clock down to 15 seconds, 10 seconds, and go to his horn set. His horn sets are his best. So when we talk about horns, basically it's 2 people, 1 person at each elbow of the foul line, and 2 people out on the wing or the corner. And then what he wants to do is he wants to run that shot clock down because he knows he's in a little bit of foul trouble. He knows his bench is short. So he wants to run that horn set and then get the ball and people can score. Now, fortunately, Catholic has fouled them twice under that 14-second mark. Mackenzie Mason just made both her foul shots. And when you're a struggling shooter, you love to get to the foul line. She just worked on her shot at the foul line.
8 for Mason.
This is
2 minutes to play.
perfect for Scranton. They're making them use the shot clock, too. This is exactly what he wants. They switched that.
In front of Sheehan.
And that's the shot they end up with. Great defense by Scranton.
Not a good-looking shot by George.
Again, they're going to push it. They're going to bring it right out. And they're going to run. They're going to take the shot clock down. It'd be very surprising to take a shot with less than 10 seconds on the shot clock. Now they go to their horns. There's 12 on the shot clock. They go to their horn set. And they look to go high-low. There it is. Mason gets blocked by the rim.
Too far underneath.
Yep.
And Catholic back the other way.
But again, they have this figured out right now. Bad turnover for Catholic.
Good job by Taylor Rodriguez.
And again, they're going to run it down.
Curdy will get it to Mason.
Yep, who's trying to get it to Kowalski. This 14 is really a tough player, Maggie Rakowski. Shot clock's at 10. Now they're going to look to shoot. There it is.
Curdy, back of the rim.
Again, they're controlling the tempo of the game, which is exactly what they want to do.
So under a minute to play here at the John Long Center. The defensive specialist coming up huge again. Sheehan on the floor. Royals now.
He'll run this right
Take it down.
See, I love the way Kowalski's changing speed now.
Coming up on 10 on the shot clock.
Right. Now they'll look. If they skip it, they got a shot or a drive.
Sheehan, block,
nope,
foul.
Got a foul.
Well,
with 5 on the shot clock.
Coach Donahue right in front of that did not like that at all.
No. Felt she got bailed out. She's a little off balance, got bailed out. There, the ball gets swung. She can either shoot or three, but she decides to shot, fake, and drive. All right. And again, he's complaining, but looked like a good call.
85% for Sheehan on the line this year. It's the first. She has 7 now. Two big ones. And Catholic will sub. Reynolds back into the game.
go a little offense. Rukowski, I think, is their defensive specialist. They bring Reynolds in, play some offense. They should be able to get a good shot with 14 seconds. Surprised Poindexter isn't on the floor at this time.
Last shot coming up for Catholic. Inside.
Oh, you got to stay down on that.
Connor, great move.
You're too athletic. Stay down.
By the senior.
And that's why he knows his team better than me. He had her in the game. That would have been Poindexter's sub. And he kept her in the game.
So Connor again, 3 for 3 on the line today. 5'10" senior. Perfect. And that will do it. So the University of Scranton, trying to remain undefeated at home, have the lead over their rival Catholic, 28-19 at the break. Paul Grippy will join us at halftime. We'll preview the men's game coming up with Coach Carl Dancing.
NEPAbasketball.com presents University of Scranton basketball on MyTV.
Halftime at the John Long Center sees the University of Scranton women's basketball team leading Catholic 28-19. Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday afternoon. It's a doubleheader. Following the women's game, we'll have the men's game as Scranton also takes on Catholic. And joining me right now, the head coach of the Royals men's basketball team, Carl Danzig. Coach, thanks for joining us. Catholic here, that's always one on the calendar you circle before the season starts. What's this Catholic game mean to you guys today?
Well, we're hoping that we can get a win, obviously. It's always a great game, and the rivalry's been great over the years. We've had some epic battles. It's nice that we have this opportunity to be able to compete at a high level against two really good universities.
They have one of the best players in the conference. He goes 6 feet 8 inches, and he'll be their tallest player. How did you scout him, and how do you go preparing for him?
Well, you know, you watch film and you do what you got to do to figure out what his tendencies are. Good players are good for a reason because they know how to play the game, and all we can do is hope to take a few things away and limit his options.
Okay, your team got off to such a hot start, 12-0, but then the last couple of games, now you're on a bit of a losing streak. What changed coming out of the holidays and starting here in 2019, and what have you been addressing regarding that?
Well, not having your starting center who averages 20 points a game and 10 rebounds a game. So we haven't had him for 3 games. He's still hurt. Anytime you take that element out of the team, it's going to affect how you play. But I've been very happy with the way our guys have rallied, and we've had opportunities outside of the Moravian game to win every game, and we feel pretty good about what we're doing right now.
And what is his health? Will he play today or not back for a while yet?
He'll play. Still not 100%, but he's a tough kid. Getting better every week, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, now I don't want to bring up bad memories, but Scranton and Catholic, the way last year ended, is that motivation? Has that been brought up in this preparation, or what do you remember about that game?
You know, every game and every season has its own elements that you have to deal with. Catholic was the better team last year at that particular moment, and you know, we gave it our best shot, and that's all you can do. You play the game and hope you get the positive results. That particular night you didn't. You know, as far as I'm concerned, we've won 7 conference championships, and the Landmark's been around for 12 years, so we've kind of owned the Landmark Conference. So everybody has to come and get us, and that's part of the problem. We get everybody's A game every time we play.
I always love the Catholic games, very intense. Now, you guys have really done well in the league this year on three-pointers, particularly Kyle and his shooting on that. Is that the way you're coaching the team, or is that just what you're seeing come to happen?
Well, we coach the players' abilities, and so whatever, you know, guys are, you know, abilities are, the team plays through certain kids, and you know, Kyle, Jackson, Logan Bailey, you know, Matt, they all bring certain things to the game, and you try to put a formula together that's going to work.
Yeah, well, do you like it that it's the three-pointers, and you've been coaching a long time? It wasn't always that way, but basketball's heading that direction.
Well, we last year, as you follow us, we shot a lot of three-pointers. this year we haven't shot that many three-pointers, and we're 12-2. It's just you got to play to your strengths, and one of our strengths this year is basically more transition and two-point games. I think we're averaging 15 threes attempts during the year, which is fine. But, you know, years past I've wanted to shoot 20 to 25 threes. But, you know, you gotta coach according to your strengths.
Well, when you're taking the three-pointers, you're making them, so that's the good part.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many you take, it's that you make them when you do take them. All right, coming up later, it'll be men's basketball, Scranton and Catholic. Thanks to Coach Carl Danzig for joining us. And we'll talk to Cal DeVerna and Jackson Danzig when we come back. You're watching college basketball on NEPA Basketball on MyTV, WQMY.
NEPAbasketball.com presents University of Scranton Basketball on MyTV.
And the halftime show continues from the John Long Center. Women's basketball right now. Scranton leads Catholic. And coming up next, men's college basketball. Same two teams in the doubleheader here in the Landmark Conference. Joined by a couple of players from the men's teams. This is Kyle DeVerna and Jackson Danzig. And let's ask them about how this game is shaping up. Taking on Catholic, and you're a junior, so you know a bit of the history. What comes to your mind when you see Catholic's always the next game on the schedule?
It's always a big game. It's a rivalry game. Every game in conference now is just much more valuable. So we're just coming out hoping to get a win today.
Okay, well, a win. It's been hard in this new year because you have now a two-game losing streak. I guess might indicate toward injuries on that. What's the health of the team now heading in trying to end this losing streak?
We're 100% now. We got everybody playing, so we're looking good for today.
Okay, now I know you're one of the top three-point shooters in this Landmark Conference. So going into a game, what do you feel is your role? How do you approach what you want to contribute?
I just let the game come to me. I take whatever the defense gives me, and hopefully it all goes well.
Did your coach teach you to say that?
Yeah, he tells me to keep poised, stay poised.
I want to bring up last year and the way last year ended against this Catholic team. Have you thought about that much in this week preparing for this game or talked about it much?
No doubt. We haven't talked about it too much, but we keep it in the back of our minds. Well, we owe them one this year. They got out of here with a win, so we're just hoping to come in and get one today.
Okay, so the juniors like you have to make sure that the freshmen know what that's about, and this is a freshman here. Jackson Danzig joins me, went to Abington Heights High School. What do you know about Catholic and Scranton's history? Did the players or your dad tell you about how last season ended?
Well, I grew up around the team watching this rivalry my whole life, so it's a pretty big game. My dad's talked to me about this since the seasons began. This is a game we have circled on the calendar, so we're coming ready to play and giving it our all.
Okay. Well, you did start off on a 12-0 record this season. What worked so well? I mean, was that a surprise that you were 12-0, and how did you make it happen?
It didn't really catch us off guard. Once we started winning, we were in the groove and we kept playing hard as possible. We came in here every day in our practice just to try and get better and just so we can keep that winning record alive.
Okay, well, you know about winning because you go back to your high school career, finished with a state championship. So do you still think about that, talk about that? What are your memories from that back in the late winter, early spring?
It's always in the back of my mind. It's a great memory that I'll never forget. I always cherish my teammates from that team. They helped me be the player who I am today. I actually talked to some of them before this game. They give me a little pep talk because they know it's a big game. So I'm rooting on their support and the support from my team tonight to go out there and play hard.
Okay, and then just a trail of Danzig's here. You are the third of the Jackson boys to come here. Ross, Ethan, and now Jackson. So did your father sit you around the dinner table when you were like 10 and say, you must go to Scranton? Or how did you end up that the three of you chose here and you being the third to do it?
It was all of our choice. We all had the opportunity to choose where we wanted to go, and we just wanted to play for our dad because he's a great coach, it's a great environment, and we just love Scranton, so it felt like a second home to us, so it was an easy choice for us.
Catch us up. What are Ross and Ethan up to these days?
Ross is a financial advisor down at SEI in Philly, and Ethan works for, he's a credit advisor at Penn Security here in Scranton.
Okay, you know they had great careers here, right?
Yeah.
Record-setting careers. I mean, their pictures are hanging on the wall here, and for good reasons, not bad reasons. All right, thanks to Kyle DeVerna and Jackson Danzig for joining us, and we'll have men's basketball coming up later. But when we return, the third quarter of women's college basketball between Scranton and Catholic. You're watching college basketball on NEPA Basketball on MyTV, WQMY.
We're back at the half. Scranton up over Catholic 28-19. Bob I, Coach John Bucci from NEPAbasketball.com on courtside with you for this game this afternoon. And Coach, let's get right into the highlights from the first half. The Royals opened up a nice lead.
Yeah, they did a nice lead. They shot the ball well. They really defended. They held Catholic to 2 offensive rebounds, 6 for 24 shooting, a kick out from Mackenzie Mason, Emily Sheen for a long 3. We got a little high-low action, but Mackenzie Mason's able to dribble through that because everyone stayed with Recupero. Good kick out to Stafford, left-hander for a 3-point shot. It was the first basket for Catholic. Another skip pass. This time it's Hannah Kowalski, very deep for a 3, the freshman from Abington Heights. And then a skip to Sheehan, who knocks down a 3. She was 2 for 2 from 3-point range. Oh, good play right there. Stafford again, that's over 5 points. Rakowski with a steal at half court, gets the layup. And again, Rakowski with a little jumper, or a little runner off the backboard for 2. So again, Rodriguez comes here, she squares up, gets the ball to Sheehan, who drives. As she drives, she's fouled. She makes her 2 foul shots. So she had 8. Emily Sheehan had 8 points. She was 2 for 2 from 3, 2 for 2 from the foul line, 8 points. She also took 2 charges.
There's the stats at halftime. Catholic, again, the Scranton defense playing really well, holding Catholic to just 25% shooting in that first quarter, 1 of 7 from downtown. Scranton, meanwhile, 33%. Big rebound advantage, 20-16. Turnovers 9 for Catholic.
Right. The only issue, I think, for Scranton that whole half was the foul shooting. They were 53% from the foul line, 7 for 13.
There's that defense again by the Lady Royals, 3rd nationally in shooting percentage, just 29% per game.
Scranton was able to weather the little foul trouble they had in the first half. Each team has 4 players with 2 fouls each. And a little high-low action.
Same starting 5 for the Royals to begin the 3rd quarter. Gammon off the mark. No rim. It will go over to Catholic.
Yeah, again, they're a little set. Coach talking about being ready to shoot as the ball comes out. Luca Mamula had a tough first half, 0 for 5, 2 turnovers, and one of them was a charge. She almost got away with a foul, but that's her second. Again, she's got to be careful. She just picked up that foul around 25 feet away from the basket. It's more important that she's on the floor, and that's her second now. So they have a bunch of players with 2.
Catholic down 9. They've trailed all game.
That's 2 runners for Poindexter. Good defense by Recupero. They're going to go right into a screen roll. No, they're not doing it.
Inside of Mason, great defense by Heineman.
That was actually Stafford. Rakowski got a start based on her defense in the first half. She got a chance to start this.
Mamula in the corner, trying to get baseline.
That's Emily's 3rd.
That's her 3rd, Coach mentioned.
So again, that's at a disadvantage now for Scranton. That's her 3rd. And again, the one out here is the one that hurts. It really had nothing to do with the play. So let's see what Coach Woodruff's going to do. He's going to leave her in the game or take her out. See, now they have to take her off Mamula. So that's a walk.
Catholic again not shooting that well. Royals pull down another defensive board. It'll set it up or Haftic, the junior. Catholics come out a little more aggressive on the man-to-man defense.
A lot of grabbing and clutching going on the Catholic side. Nice play by Gamble, and there's the foul. Good patience by Gamble. She let the play develop in front. A lot of kids would have taken that shot on that drive. She let the play happen. Play keeps going through. It ends up back in her hands. Here comes the drive. A lot of kids would have taken that, but she let the play develop, and they get a foul inside. Well, Cooper has to make her foul shots now.
0 for 2 this afternoon. 0 for 3 now.
So here's the sub. Rodriguez comes in for Sheehan now. Let's see how Scranton plays without Sheehan on the floor.
Emily O'Connor for Catholic comes in, number 35.
She gets Stafford.
Another miss at the line for the Lady Royals. Scoreless here in the third. Neither team has put anything in. Now Catholic will get it out of bounds. Coach Donahue looking for his team to get back into this one.
Because it's only 9 points, they're actually still in it just because Bridget Mann's on the floor. The Scranton's going to struggle offensively at times without Bridget because she's such a big part of their offense. They got caught up in a switch there.
Reynolds, no good, but they get a board.
Nice play by Rodriguez. Good hustle.
Mikowski also on the floor for Catholic. If the Lady Royals get anything in transition.
Need to be patient here, get to that high-low action.
Into Mason.
Nice, good
nice
left hand. Can't finish it though. She needs to stay there and rebound that. That's a walk.
No whistle.
Oh.
Back and forth they're going. No field goals this half.
All right, we gotta be a little more patient here.
Connor knocks it out of bounds. There's Mann on the bench with the boot.
She wants to take it off so bad.
Oh,
and play.
she really
You know
tried
that.
the other night, didn't she?
She's such a great player. Nice play by Warhafik. She got called a walk. Good call. You know, I had a chance to coach Bridget in AAU at my AAU program and follow her career here. She's super competitive. She's a winner. You know, sitting there is absolutely killing her. And she'd rather be on the floor helping her team win. But she's a talented kid. I like this sub. Kowalski's a little bit more of a scorer than Warhafik. So they're actually obviously struggling to score. Good defense by Recupero and Mason. They both block her.
Get a block. Lady Rose back. Catholic is
See how
back.
she's changing speed this half. Spin, 2 hands on.
They've been consistent with that call.
Yeah, they have been. You know, it's the one call they've been consistent on, you know. So again, you know, really good play by guy. I like the way, you know, Hannah's changing speed, her dribble, the angles of her dribble.
Mamula comes out, Smith comes in.
Nice take, good crossover.
Kowalski
Good
gets a
finish.
nice friendly roll.
Right, she has that ability to score, and that's why I like that substitution there. She's going to learn how to take care of the ball better as she matures into it. I don't know if she's a true point guard, and I think you're going to look at her possibly moving into Bridget's spot next year as the scorer.
6 for Kowalski.
Good D again. They're one and done. The University of Scranton has done such a great job rebounding the ball.
6 rebound advantage back for the Lady Royals.
Good.
Gamble, long
That's
range.
Big. Good box out by 20. Molly Reynolds.
Royals 3 of
Boxed out
11
with
today.
Cooper. I don't know if that's a shot you want if you're Catholic.
Catholic just won 3 today.
They started off the quarter shooting 25%,
Yeah.
14.3 from three-point line. That percentage is just going down. There's the high-low action. Good decision by Recupero to land and finish. Timeout coming for Catholic.
Timeout on the floor. 4:51 left. Inside Recupero, the Royals have the 32-19 advantage. And we'll take a break here on MyTV WQMY. The Battle of the Valley All-Star Classic, presented by Joyce Insurance, is back for a second year. The Senior All-Star Game, pitting the Lackawanna League against the Wyoming Valley Conference in a girls-boys doubleheader, is scheduled for March 31st at Lackawanna College at 3 and 5 p.m. Follow NEPAbasketball.com for details as the game approaches. It's the Battle of the Valley. Well, cheerleaders are back. School not quite started yet here at the University of Scranton.
They don't start till February. They have that intersession.
Yeah.
That's a long time. So
It is.
That's unfortunately for the basketball teams. They play in front of a lot of empty seats because the kids aren't on campus.
Here comes Catholic, now shooting 18% for field goal range, 12% from the three-point range, and that's what Lady Royals, that's what they pride themselves on.
They pride themselves on defense. They bring that mentality. Good defense there by Mason again. Nice pitch out.
This
Good
time
move by Gammo.
didn't hit the
Excellent
last
job.
one. Rodriguez.
There's Mason cleaning it up. Oh, spins out.
So this is Molly Reynolds.
And the only basket that had half his court has been Kowalski. Catholic has now not scored for close to 6 minutes. Nice move by
Poindexter.
She couldn't finish it.
Kowalski 1-on-2. Gammo on the other side.
Good decision. Oh.
Offensive foul.
Right, they're going to get an offensive foul on Recupero.
And Recupero gets the foul.
Right, she was trying to secure position inside.
And that's a timeout, 3:50 left in the first. 32-19, Scranton's up their advantage here in the third.
NEPAbasketball.com presents University of Scranton basketball on MyTV.
The Backcourt Hoops Music Youth Center Co-ed basketball camp is scheduled for 4 days and 3 nights at Camp Tioga, located 30 acres of the Endless Mountains in Thompson, PA. Campers can choose sleepover or commuting options. Boys and girls entering the 4th through 9th grades in the fall of 2019 are invited to attend. See backcourthoops.com for more details on this overnight skills camp. Coach, I know that's something you're excited about, new this year for Backcourt Hoops.
Yeah, it's our first time doing an overnight camp. We're excited. People have been asking us about doing it, and the camp's phenomenal. The bunks are air conditioned, the courts are good, so we're excited about it.
Back here, Bob-eyed, Coach John Bucci, NEPAbasketball.com. Lady Royals have led right from the outset.
Right, tough stretch for University of Scranton right now. Cooper's on the bench with 3, Sheen's on the bench, but Catholic still has not scored yet in this third quarter.
Nope. Kowalski baseline.
Just couldn't finish, but she gets her own offensive rebound. She battles.
And she's going to go to the line.
I think it's going to be on the floor. I don't think that was an offensive rebound.
Substitutions for Catholic. Stafford back in.
A little closed box set, 2 on each side.
Number 4, Kelly in as well.
She can go get it. Oh, that one was close. She got to wait till it goes.
Catholic comes straight out. It's about 3 minutes left in this third quarter.
Having Mason on the floor, nice play. Oh, look at that rebound. Oh, my gosh. She's so athletic.
Now they're doing it on both sides of the ball, on the offensive and defensive boards.
Having Mason on the floor is really great because she can play. She can handle the ball at the top of the key. She's such a good distributor. It alleviates a lot of pressure when they're really pressuring the guards, like here. They're really pressuring her. So she becomes basically, they run the offense through her.
10 on the shot.
Nice move.
Mason likes that left hand.
Yep, that's the thing. She'll drive right, go left. She'll drive left, go right. She has a lot of different moves. Again, Poindexter went to the bench. Coach gets her right back in because he realized there's no one there to protect the glass, and it opened up some driving angles.
Good 10 for Mason.
By Rodriguez.
10 for Mason. That's her first field goal of the second half. Go over to Scranton.
Catholic this quarter is 0 for 2 with 2 turnovers. For the game, they're 6 for 34, Bob, shooting 17.6% with 11 turnovers.
Again, that's what the defense ranked 3rd nationally in shooting percentage will do to you.
Well, again, if you're a young player watching at home, defense wins championship, defense wins games. Defense gets you on the court if you're a player. Offense will take you so far, but if you can't defend, it's not going to get you on the court.
Again, Trevor Woodruff stepped right in and really elevated this University of Scranton team. I mean, great history here, too, for the Lady Royals.
Right, but he's taking it to another level.
Yep.
And he's done a great job. And he continues to recruit players, not only out-of-town players, but local players. And that's the one nice thing I like. Oh, good try there. He's had great assistant coaches this year. In his career here, Taylor Coleman Green, his assistant now, is going to definitely be in line for some head coaching jobs. She does a phenomenal job coaching. Nice take.
That was Reynolds.
Reynolds just really, she said, you know what, I'm getting to the basket. We're going to get a bucket here because they still haven't scored, correct?
Yeah, she led the team the other night against Juniata in their first conference win. She had 17.
Each team has 14 fouls.
Call out the high-low, Reynolds does. Looking for Poindexter, but swinging around. Kelly.
Another rebound for
Mason.
She's a double-double every night. That's the nice part about her. She's a double-double every night. Oh.
That's her 9th rebound in the game.
I'm sure she has her double-figure points right now.
Yep, she's 10.
So one more rebound.
Gamble try again.
Nice rebound.
Gamble's 0 for 4.
Kowalski with a great rebound, gets it. Oh, they missed her on the flex cut. They're getting that flex cut. Backdoor, they usually backdoor that.
McCurdy may have got away with one.
Yep. Yeah, but that's because he didn't call the hold. I love this McCurdy girl.
Yep.
She's, as a freshman, she stepped in and she's playing hard all the time.
Out of Philadelphia, Archbishop Ryan. Another great school in high school basketball.
I like that inbound set for them. There's that high-low again.
He forced it a little bit, lucky to get it back.
See how she straight stepped through that.
Under a minute to play, third. No block, instead of foul going to be called.
If you're Coach Dunny, you got to try to figure out a way to put points on the board. Here's the good swing, the high-low action. She gets it out. She steps through the double team. She kicks it. She gets it back.
Kelly with the foul. That's her second. And that puts McCurdy on the line. 7 of 10 now in the year from the free throw line.
If you're Trevor Woodruff, the only thing you're thinking to yourself is foul shooting at this point. The lack of good foul shooting in today's game so far.
When I talked to the girls during the week, I said one thing you want to improve on. They did mention foul shooting and turnovers.
Right. So that's a foul. See, again, that's a foul. You're committing 94 feet away from the other end, and now becomes a 2-shot foul. You've shut them out. You're giving them a chance to score on the foul line. You have to understand the foul count. You have to understand time and score.
This will put Mamula on the line. Perfect on the day now, 3 for 3.
Stafford, Poindexter, and Mamula all have 3 fouls, and if you notice, they're in the game for Catholic. She and Recupero have 3, and they're on the bench for Scranton. That's the advantage of having a lead.
Mamula just 3 free throws today. They've held her scoreless.
And there's your double-double for Mason. 10 points, 10 rebounds. And there's the 2 hands again. So that's her 4th now, Mamula. Let's see if he subs her or leaves her on the floor, but it's going to be bonus for Mason. And in the girls' game, once you hit bonus 5, it's 2 shots.
Mason to the line. That's 11 for her. Substitutions here late in the third for both teams.
Well, Mula has to come out because she's got the 3 or 4 now.
Mason 4 for 5 now in the afternoon from the stripe. Last second opportunity now for Catholic. Trailing now by 16. Stafford.
Nice take by Stafford. Just going to finish.
Got it
Gets
right
her
back.
Own rebound, puts it back in.
Her first 2 of the half. Later Royals have a chance if they can get the ball down quickly.
Nice play by Gamma.
Rodriguez.
There's the kick.
Mason,
Oh.
no good. And that's the way this quarter will
She's chuckling
end.
at herself on that one. She knew she could have got a better shot.
Well, the Lady Royals defense has stepped up big time. They've extended their lead now to 14 as we head for the fourth here in Scranton.
NEPAbasketball.com presents University of Scranton basketball on MyTV.
Okay, about ready to start the fourth quarter here. University of Scranton women comfortably in control against Catholic. And this would keep them, a win would keep them undefeated in the conference, undefeated on the season, ranked third nationally. Let's take a look ahead at the University of Scranton women's basketball team schedule in the next few weeks. This is a Wednesday-Saturday league, so every game is either Wednesday or Saturday. The next three are on the road at Susquehanna, at Juniana, and then at Drew before they return here to the Long Center on January 26th against Elizabethtown. Following that, Susquehanna comes in. And then on February 2, Scranton is at Catholic, and February 6, they're at Moravian. Moravian's a big game. Right now, Moravian is the second-place team in the conference. Scranton has already beaten Moravian this season 71-56. I'm sorry, 71-45, so a comfortable win against a second-place team. But for today, just trying to take care of business against Catholic so they can improve to 15-0 and 4-0. Bob?
Thank you, Paul. Catholic takes E-Town next.
It's a good start for Catholic after being held to 2 points in the second quarter.
They
come right out. O'Connor gets a basket.
Yep, her first field goal of the
And
afternoon.
here comes the full court pressure. Scranton has all the starters back except Rodriguez is in the game for Gamma. So here comes the pressure. Look for Coach Woodruff if things aren't not happy, him getting a timeout early. Talk about things.
Catholic hasn't won here since 2017. Trailing in this one all game.
Good box out by Recupero. Scranton has been able to help Catholic to shooting 18.9%, 17 for 37 on the day. Backdoor cut, kick out.
8 boards for Recupero, 12 for Mason today. Double-double for Mason, and we're going to have a foul.
Oh, boy. You got some people down. This could be really not good for Scranton with Warhaffic.
Yep. Already with Bridget
Here's
Mann down.
She drives, both they step in, they kind of crunch her there in the middle. They sandwich her in the middle. But you also got Stafford hurt, who right now has been the offense. She's got 9 of the 24 points for Catholic. She's the only person shooting over 50%. So again, the trainer's out looking at Warhaffic. So Coach Woodruff's got his team in the huddle. I am sure Kowalski has already checked in. So Coach Donahue has his girls over there. So he's definitely talking about picking up the man, picking up the pressure, trying to turn Scranton over, especially now with Warhaffic injured and going to the bench. It's amazing how quiet the gym goes.
I know. How far do you think this Lady Royals team can go? What's the cap for them? I mean, they're in top 3 right now, in third. Are they? Look at this one again.
Here's the drive. They kind of sandwich her in the middle there. I don't think I think it's more knee on knee. I think that's it's gonna be a little tender. But she is not being able to put any pressure on it. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens here.
But again, what's the limit? What's the sky for the? I mean, they're pretty good.
The sky's kind of the sky's kind of limited right now. They're both
injury
point guards.
wise, yeah.
I mean, both people that are the primary ball handlers are now injured. So we got to really see, how long, what Warhaffic did here, and to see, where we're at with that. So this is going to be a struggle in the last 8:40 to get through this with, primary ball handler. Hannah Kowalski comes in for the injury, so she'll shoot the foul shot.
And she's under the weather.
Right, she's under the weather. So you really need some people to step up here. Thank God they're such good defenders. People don't understand that. The University of Scranton is going to win because of their defense. Their defense is going to allow them to play games, stay in games, and win games. And that's key. Kowalski makes both foul shots.
She does. She has 8 now in the game. A couple more minutes for her. She'll stay in with Warhaffic out. Emily Sheehan is back in the game with those 3 fouls.
Tough rim for Catholic.
Another board for Mason.
Right. See, here's the Scranton way of playing. When they get a lead, they like to run time and shot clock.
Yep, foul on Stafford.
But you saw how hard it was to get the ball to the point guard. And now with Haffick not there, is Hannah Cross going to have enough discipline to run the point, take it under, 12 seconds, 14 seconds, then go to their horns play and run the clock down. They're like a football team that has a lead. They let that play clock run down to 20 seconds, under 10 seconds or 5 seconds when they snap the ball. And they're going to have to play the same way. This is the way he likes to play. See, he's good. Right now, he's happy with this. We got a little bit of a count. And you're going to try to run the offense through Mason a little bit. There it is.
Step back. 3.
That's
Mason.
her game right there. She is so good, Bobby. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Nope.
She's so good at inside out. And she makes big shots.
And she rebounds. I mean, double-double this afternoon again.
Good defender. Oh, that was late. The good news, it's only her first, so.
That was on Mason.
Yeah.
First for Scranton this quarter.
Really good defense.
2 fouls on Catholic, and first miss of the afternoon for O'Connor.
This is really good. She moves her feet, got all ball, and even she's a little surprised, but she handled it.
Well, she just comes back and makes that second.
See, here's good. Yeah, she's got to handle the ball more now. She's got to watch behind her.
Comes Kowalski over to get it.
There it is. And it looks them to come back to that same. See how they're using her to handle the ball to alleviate that pressure.
Sheehan got the baseline, picks up a foul again.
Let me tell you this. We got 3 referees in the game, and the local guy has not blown the whistle that much. It's the 2 guys that aren't from Scranton.
Ashley Smith back in for Catholic.
Nice take by Rodriguez. Good, I like it. There's Mason again. Good shot.
Mason 15 on the day, 11 boards.
Oh, someone's got to get there.
Reynolds
Yep, good
with
play.
the walk. There's the whistle.
Yep, there it is. There's our local guy, Billy Gross. I'd love to see them get a touch for Recupero here. She hasn't had a touch in a while. Coach Dungy's going to take a timeout.
We'll stay right here, 7-17.
Was it 30 or full? One team sitting, one team standing.
Trevor Woodruff, head coach of the unbeaten University of Scranton women's basketball team, will be at Backcourt Hoops in Scranton January 21st. That's Martin Luther King Day. The Trevor Woodruff Clinic will be part of the No School Clinic series at Backcourt Hoops. Registration is open for pre-K to 3rd grade clinic covering the fundamentals of the game. Shooting clinics will be available for students from 4th to 8th grade. The clinics are set for 9 a.m. to noon. Visit backcourthoops.com for more details to sign up today.
All right, look, I guess it's going to be a full timeout. So you can see Coach Woodruff in the huddle talking to his team, probably talking about shot selection, time, using the clock. The coach from Catholic, this is coach having a conversation with referee. So rebounds for Scranton. This half for Scranton has had 18 rebounds to Catholic's 9. The total was 38-25. Mason and Recupero have 11 rebounds each. We talked about as one of the keys of the game, keeping Catholic to 1 shot. And so far, they have 4 offensive rebounds for the whole day.
So back on the floor, 7:17 left. Royals up 16 with the ball. Really doing a nice job on the defensive effort. Kowalski, Mason leading the team with 15 this afternoon, 11 boards.
Oh, God. Oh, tough. That is string the needle there.
Trying to get
Good
it
look,
to
though.
Kowalski.
Coach uses this little half box set. Gonna come into right into a screen roll. There it is. There's that ISO I wanted for Recupero. Good decision.
Good job by Poindexter cutting her off, though.
That's deep.
Rodriguez,
I don't know if that's a shot you want.
not the shot that both coaches would want. One sitting here and the one over there.
Again, now it comes back down to Scranton's defense. Their defense is phenomenal.
Holding Catholic today 20% from
See what
field
they get.
goals percentage.
They got Recupero on that. That's her 4th. Sheehan took a charge. If Recupero doesn't, they don't call a foul on Recupero. Definitely there's another charge. Here's the highlight. Here she drives. See, Sheehan's there in time. They get a foul on Recupero. So that's her 4th.
Yep, that will put Poindexter on the line for the first time this afternoon. 59% shooter for the junior.
And then we're gonna get McCurdy coming in. Havoc is up and walking around. I don't think we're gonna. I think she may be able to come back, but I don't think we're gonna see her as long as this game stays where it is. So she's, for the Scranton fans, she's up and walking around. So
Makes the second. Done a nice job. The defense has just holding her to 3 today.
they
She was
should
our
just use Mason to bring the
spotlight
ball
player.
up. Nice
Great
play
pass.
by Mason. Oh, good defense
Yep.
by Reynolds. Set up to take the. Oh, good pull up.
Block from
Little
behind.
block by Mason. Oh, we got a throw out.
Rodriguez had to wait for that
Yep.
pass. Holds her foot,
Yep,
makes the layup.
Good job.
Mamula. Getting the freshman. The 3.
Rodriguez is giving them really good minutes off the bench, Bob. Her intensity, this is the most intense I've seen her play.
Sophomore out of Wayne, New Jersey.
She was a late get for Coach Woodruff a couple years ago. I remember talking to him, and she decided to come here in August.
Reynolds step back. Can't get that to go.
This is a luxury when you have someone like Sheen who can bring the ball up, get you in your offense. And then we run the offense through Mason. A lot of back doors in this set. A lot of back doors with handoffs.
Rodriguez right
Inside
to the
hand
board.
Finish. Great finish with her inside hand. Great job.
2 field goals this half. She has 5 for the game.
Oh,
Are they going to get a foul on Curdy?
yeah, McCurdy. Well, you know what? I'm sitting here, but, you know, they've been consistent. They've called the 2 hands both ways. So, as a player, you got to make that adjustment.
3 team fouls on both sides.
That's what, if you're Scranton, you don't want to put them on the foul line making shots. Good play by Reynolds.
Mamula had the baseline but lost
Right,
it.
Good decision by Sheen there. Now Rodriguez needs to slow this down, wait for the troops to come. Yeah, run it through Mason.
McCurdy,
Yep.
double team, had Rodriguez
Yeah,
cutting.
impossible to make the pass because she was being double teamed. It was a good cut. Hannah has a real good ability to get in the lane. When she learns to finish with multiple hands, either hand, here it is. Here's a good hard drive. She gets into the lane. All right, splits. Okay, like to see her go up with her left there though.
Substitutions for Catholic as Kowalski stays at the line.
Trevor's working this ref, but I mean she's on the foul line shooting, correct? I don't know if he knows.
Maybe he's asking what they're doing after it.
Okay,
I don't know.
maybe.
Couple there from Kowalski. 4-5 on the afternoon. 9 points for her. Quick shot by Rakowski.
I like the Stafford girl. She plays hard. She gets after it. She's the only one shooting a percentage.
Coach Donahue, I think, wanted a foul or
Wanted a
timeout.
foul.
Under 5 to play here. Men waiting in the wing. We'll have that one right here. 30 minutes after the Lady Royals play. Quick foul.
Well, obviously, Coach Woodruff had a 5-minute conversation on the last foul shot. The last 2 calls have gone the U's way. So I'm sure Coach Donnie's waiting to get him in front of his bench so he can have the same conversation with him.
3 on Rakowski.
There's a cat and mouse game of coaching going on right now. And,
You never did that, did you?
oh, my God.
You love the
Nah,
referees.
I love the refs. But again, here's the key, though. They're still coaching no matter what the score is because they know there's another game. They got to get better. They got to get better. And that's key.
9 now, Kowalski. Push off by Reynolds. Step back.
They
Still
just
can't
buy
find
a
it.
bucket. I mean, they're
Nope.
right on the rim. They just can't get one.
Nope.
It's got to be so frustrating.
1 for 12 from threes today.
They're going to run this flex till they get a backdoor cut or a drive like that. A little too late. Again, a little half stack set on their inbounds play. They always go to the Mason out top, and they run it off of her.
Royals trying to remain undefeated at home and undefeated on the season.
All right. Again, they love that high screen roll in their roll, especially on the inbounds plays.
Score at the half was 28-19. You guys do the math.
Again, I can't emphasize enough how good their defense is. I can't emphasize enough. And if you're a kid at home and you think offense is going to get you to the college level, you think it's not. It's your defense because you play defense half the time. Trevor Woodruff, the one thing he did when he came in here, he brought a defensive intensity with him that is second to none. That's why he's such a good coach. But again, Recupero, she is problem. Recupero, everyone's complaining about the foul. If she boxes out on the first one, they don't get the offensive rebound. So now she commits her foul, her 5th foul, and she's out of the game. And again, you're okay in this game, but you can't do it in another game. She needs to box out and secure that rebound. Was it a foul? I don't know. But you gave that referee a chance to blow the whistle for a second time.
So Connor back to the line with 5 of 6 on the afternoon. Doing pretty good from there. Try another one as Catholic is 2 for 21 in the second half, 9% shooting. And as I mentioned for the game, 8 for 46. That's a little tough.
Might want to get a timeout if you're Coach Woodruff. Oh, got a foul late.
So, a couple shots coming. Coach Woodruff going to come up, it looks like number 99 is career winning if he pulls this one off today.
At the U.
At the U.
Let's talk about Trevor a little bit. Trevor was a tremendous high school coach at Delaware Valley. He then went to Lackawanna College where he took his team to championships in the region and national championship play. When I left Hannon, I had a chance to coach a few games with him. I learned so much from him in that short period of time. And, then he went on to Misericordia where he replaced Dave Martin. He did a great job. And one of the first hires Dave Martin made when he came here was Trevor Woodruff to coach the women's basketball team. And it's turned out to be a great hire.
Finally someone hits from downtown. Ashley Smith, 21st 3 on the year. Second of the game for Catholic.
Yeah, see, they don't need to score any more points. This is the freshman part of understanding the game. They don't need to score any more points. They need to run that shot clock down.
Look who's coming in.
Yep, I'm a little surprised, but it looks like she's moving okay. I think he wants that senior leadership on the point guard spot. Catholic has gone a little bit smaller, so the matchups aren't an issue as much for Scranton, except the O'Connor girl is a post player, so it's going to be interesting to see who guards her, and that's a fit on Mamula.
Yep. So the freshman going to take a seat now.
Again, they've been consistent on how they've called the game. I mean, so there's no reason to question. There's been, again, this is the most fouls I've seen in a college game in a long time. But again, it's not like it hasn't been consistent on both sides. So you have to respect the referee. You have to respect the way the game's been reffed. You may not like it as a fan, but guess what? They've been consistent.
Kelly back into the game will replace Mamula, who fouls out. As Mason goes out the line. Leading scorer now with 16.
Yeah, I like this substitution. I like McCurdy back in the game. You
Kowalski
still got
was
to
sick.
rebound. You still got to, I'm sorry, Bob. I mean,
No, you're good. Kowalski's played good today.
Played
11
great.
points. 6 of 8 from free throws.
Yeah, I think
And the way
Warhafik-
she ran the
yeah,
offense.
Warhafik should be on the bench. She's basically running on one leg.
Well, you and Trevor can discuss that
Well, we
after the
will.
game.
Sheen with another steal.
Really, they feed off of her defensive effort,
It's
don't they?
unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
I mean, she just picks up the whole team.
Yep.
Rodriguez, pump fake.
Nice play
Another
by
one for
Rodriguez.
Mason.
Mason can't get to go. But again, Rodriguez is, I'll tell you right now, Rodriguez has played great.
2:30 left.
And again, slow it down.
Flip.
Take it under the shot clock.
Warhafik back into the game. Junior from
Harlem, New York.
New York, sorry, yep.
Again, they're going to take it down. Oh,
Maybe down a little bit further.
yeah, I don't
Well,
think
he likes
that-
it under 10,
yeah,
doesn't he?
Yeah, especially with the lead the way it is.
Reynolds,
And again, nobody to rebound.
foul. It's going to be Emily O'Connor will go to
Right.
the line off for Catholic, as this one pretty much is wrapped up.
Yep.
So they'll take the win with Bridget Mann on the bench. Pick up win number 15.
Yeah, it's a
Stay
great
undefeated
win. Stay undefeated.
in Landmark,
You know,
and then
they control their-
Susquehanna on
right,
the
they
road.
control their destiny.
Yep. They'll be on the road now for
Right.
a couple
The
games.
Susquehanna game on the road could be interesting, depending on who comes out of this injury, sickness, and the whole deal. Could be interesting. I see Chloe Burns is back on the bench. I know she missed last week. She's back. She's a post player, so that will help if she gets back. You know,
Kowalski at the scorers table will come back in, as well as Poindexter
right,
for
they're getting
Catholic.
Warhafik out. Yep. They just need to put that on ice and let her rest it. So she should be done for the day. There it is. So that's all. Get the ball to McCurdy, right, and then let somebody come and get the ball from her.
Yep.
So
All of Emily's points came in the first half, but that really helped
right.
Scranton
she
established
had the
them.
She had the 2 fouls early in
Yep.
the third quarter, which put her on the bench. That's the way Coach Woodruff coaches. 2 in the first half, you sit. 3rd in the third quarter, you sit. So they have to have enough discipline not to.
But she started out with 2 big threes, which really, I
Right.
think, ignited
Ignited the
things.
game, and then she took the 2 charges. I mean, look what she gets you offensively is what she gets you, but what she does defensively, guarding the other team's best player all the time, that's what she brings to the game, and then that's contagious.
That's why she's going to be one of our Scranton Shamrocks players of the game after, along
Awesome.
with as Mackenzie Mason.
Right. Poor Poindexter has had a tough day, a real tough day. I love this. That's why I love Mason. She can do so much stuff. There, good decision. All right, take it. It's at 10. Take it down to 10. That's what they're going to do. Now they're going to go horns. There it is. Fake handoff, screen, kick out. Again, now the shot goes up with 4 seconds left. That's how they play. Good shot by Reynolds. They just need to just take care of the ball the rest of the way. Rodriguez to Sheehan. Mason has the ball. Good backdoor cut for Kowalski with a finish. Hannah has
Kowalski.
had a great game
Yep.
coming off the bench.
13 for her. Sheen with a couple threes in that first half, as we talked about. Under a minute to play. The Lady Royals will improve on the year.
Good defense.
15-0.
Good finish by Poindexter.
They're getting some late buckets in, but a little bit too late. Coach Woodruff, I think, called timeout. And
Well, see, again, like everyone's going to say, why is he calling the timeout? First of all, he's getting his subs in the game. He wants to get his kids in the game. But the other reason is he's going to advance the ball. Because in the women's college game, you can advance the ball. Are we staying here? I don't even
we're
know.
staying.
you can advance the ball. So now what he's going to do is he's going to call a play, and he's going to design a play that maybe they'll use later on in the season on a sideline inbounds play. You're always coaching. You're always coaching. And again, that's what people don't understand. I mean, this is why the guy's successful. He doesn't care about the score. He's got his subs a game, and he's over there designing a play for them. And guess what? They better execute it. If they don't execute it, come practice tomorrow, the next day, they're going to hear about it. This is why he's successful as a coach. And that's why his players are successful players, because they know they're held to a higher standard of coaching and listening and paying attention. Listen, they may not love him all the time, but you know what? They
Nobody
play
loves
hard
the
for
coach.
him. And you shouldn't love your coach all the time. I go with the 50-25-25 rule. 50% of the time, you don't not your coach. 25% of the time you love him. 20% of the time you don't like him, because then you're being coached.
Well, after the game, don't forget to go to NEPAbasketball.com for some scores and stories on high school and college games today. Coming up next here on MyTV, after 30 minutes, let the men warm up. We'll have Catholic and the University of Scranton men who've lost 2 in a row.
Another local girl in the game, Erin Warzel from Wallenpaupack, was recruited to play by Coach Woodruff.
6'1" freshman. She's number 31.
It's a number I know very well.
Yep. Poindexter going to end this game.
Good defense.
And it goes right over to Scranton. So the Lady Royals at home improved to 8-0, 15-0 on the season. We come back. Paul Grippy will have our Scranton Shamrocks players of the game, and then Coach Bucci and I will wrap it up here from courtside. Final score, Scranton 53, Catholic 36.
NEPAbasketball.com presents University of Scranton basketball on MyTV.
Well, we are back. The Lady Royals head to 15-0 on the season with a big win over Catholic, 53-36. Paul Grippy with Coach Trevor Woodruff and our Scranton Shamrocks players of the game.
Okay, so Scranton gets the win, stays undefeated. Trevor Woodruff joins me. A nice 27-point win, but let's talk about those 36 points you allowed. If I told you before the game they'd only score 36, what would you have thought?
The first thought would have been we probably will win, but I probably would have said no way. That's a really good team. In a lot of ways, we both set basketball back about 25 years today. Very physical game, tough game to play, tough game to ref. Really fortunate we have kids that are willing to defend and rebound, because in a game like this, if you don't, you're not going to win.
You guys are still undefeated, 15-0. What does that say about your team?
Well, I think it speaks to some consistency. We haven't been consistently great, but we have been consistently very good defensively. And so as a coach, that's what you want. You want to know what you're going to get from your team every night. And for us, it's been defense and rebounding. And then the offense comes and goes. We knew without Bridget that would take a little bit off our fastball offensively, but we made just enough plays to win the game. And, at this point, you just take what you get and move on.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Congratulations on the win. Let's bring in our Scranton Shamrock players of the game. First, Emily Sheehan putting in 8 points. Tell me the style or the flow of this game. This was pretty low scoring. Did you like it, and how was it playing in it?
It was a lot of fun playing in it. I think that the low score meant how good of a defensive team both teams are. We stress that a lot on our team, and I think Catholic does too. So to see that it was a low score makes a lot of sense.
Still undefeated, right? Is that something that's important to your team right now?
Yeah, I mean, we always take it game by game, and we try to come out and play our best every game, and whatever happens, happens.
All right, they're proud of you in Dunmore today. Thank you so much, Emily Sheehan. Let's bring in Mackenzie Mason, 16 points, 8 rebounds. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
Playing without Bridget today, how did you guys make the adjustments to fill in for her absence?
I think definitely without Bridget having her in the game, we definitely needed people to step up. I thought Ava did a nice job. It's definitely we have to move the ball more around because we're not getting those 3-pointers that Bridget usually brings. So it's definitely a lot more drives, a lot more kicking out to other people. But moving the ball, definitely.
Now, Catholic University, in this landmark conference, it's always Catholic and Scranton. So in particular, what's it mean to you guys to play and beat Catholic?
It's awesome. It's an awesome win. I mean, we say we're rivals. We know it's going to be a hard battle. It's going to be scrappy like it was today, a lot of fouls. A lot of people on the floor, but it's nice to get a win, especially against them.
All right, thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
Congratulations. That's Mackenzie Mason and Emily Sheehan, the Scranton Shamrock players of the game. Bob, Scranton now 15-0.
And a pretty good game, Coach Bucci. As expected, the Royals stay undefeated at home and move on to the next game, but a little bit injured and under the weather.
Yeah, they have to go back and look at the training room and see how that's going to look. But again, the one thing that proved out today was the depth. And the one thing that proved out today was defense wins championships. So if you can lose a great player as Bridget is, but then have that defensive, the way they play defense, you're always going to have a chance to win. So congratulations to Coach Woodruff and the Lady Royals on a really, really good and big win today.
As you can see, the men are on the floor warming up. We'll be back. We'll take a quick timeout and be back for that pregame and for the opening tip between Catholic and Scranton in men's college basketball. There's your final score. The women win 53-36.
NEPAbasketball.com presents University of Scranton basketball on MyTV. NEPAbasketball.com presents University of Scranton basketball on MyTV.